Hi guys, welcome to this video. So in this video, we are going to create a data like we are going to import the data from the web URL in the Power BI. Okay, so let's have a short recall like what we have done in our previous videos. Okay, yeah. So first we have imported this entire data, and then like we have created this entire sales for 2020, 2021, 2022, and we have combined all these three sales into a single sales by using append queries option. Okay, so then we have used this new source like this blank query option, and we have created another say dates column for this. Okay, so now we are going to create another new source for this table. Okay, so this time it will be different. Like we are not going to use any M code for this. Like we are going to use some URL for this, and then we are going to import the table directly from the URL. Okay, from the web page. Okay, so here like we can start this, but if you don't watch like the previous video which I have like till like this we have done by using these tools, right? So if you need to know about all this, you can kindly go and watch that, and then you can come to this video. So that it will be very easy for you to understand like what we are going to do in this video. Okay. Okay. So then why we are using this web query option? So this web query is nothing but we can able to import the data like on like a web page. You will see some tables on the website, right? So we can import directly from the website into this Power BI. Okay, let's see how we can import that. Okay, so like what data we are going to import in this table. Okay, like we have got this much of tables, then what for what requirement we are going to import the data. Okay, so let's go for the location table. Here you can see this will be the population of the California. Okay, like this table, all these things are related to the California. Okay, so this entire population has been like splitted up for the city, as you can see, Anaheim, Burbank, Carlsbad. So this city will have a population of yeah, you can see here. Okay, so this population is based on 2020. Okay, so or it may be 2021. It is not updated for 2023. So if your client or it may be like your friend, if you are willing to change this population to the current population, like instead of providing you as an Excel sheet, if they provide a URL for that, so you need to know how to import the data from the URL, right? So let's see in this video. Okay, at first, like yeah, let's take this as a URL like you have received from your friend or it may be your client. Okay, so this is the URL that you have received. Okay, here you can see the rank on the city name and by the population. Okay, for all the cities on the California, as you can see here. Okay, but first I'm going to select this. Okay, I'm going to copy this URL. Let's go for the new source, and then we are going to import that from a web. So I'm going for the web query. Okay, so here you can see basic and advanced. Okay, so basic is like you can directly paste your URL and then you can click here. Advanced is nothing but if you have some separate parts for the URL, like if we have like two or three more URLs, you can paste here and you can add some more part here. And then you can also have a URL preview. Like what the preview is nothing but like the view display on how the web page will be visible. Okay, so I think this we don't want this because on the basic itself it is very easy to use, or it is very easy to import the data from the URL. Okay, so I'm just going to paste the URL which I have copied. Okay, and then click on OK. It will take some time to analyze the data which has been on the web page on the URL that we have pasted here. Okay, okay, so as you can see, HTML tables which are available on the URL. Okay, a navigator pop-up window will open on the here, and you can see the HTML tables. Okay, on some more website, if you have like for several website or for several URL, you may have some suggested tables here, like one more folder here named as suggested table. Like Power BI will suggest some tables, like we can directly click on that and directly we can import. But for this URL, like we don't have any suggested table, so there is only one table available here. Okay, let's go and view the table. Yeah, this is the table that we have seen on the web page, right? And then you may have another HTML code for this. Okay, and then the display text. If you want these text, you can also directly click on this and you can click on OK. But I don't want this. I just want this data. Okay. So instead of going for this table view, if you need to view this as a web view, you can go for this web view and you can able to see like how it is looking, like how it is looked on the web page that we have used on a browser, right? So it will look exactly like the same. Okay. You can also have this view. So I'm going for the table view, and I think this table is okay for me. So I'm just click this table, select this table, and then I'm going to click OK here. Okay. So our data has been imported here. Like we have used web query for this, and you can see our new table has been created here. Okay. So this is how we can import the data by using web query. Okay. I'm just going to refresh all. It may take some time. So before that, I need to tell you guys something. Right. So for this URL, so there will be no privacy level for this data because we are using some normal kind of data here. So this like does not create any kind of like uh, any kind of issue for your data or for your report. If you are going to use some like a like a URL like which will create some impact for your data, like which say like if you are going to create some data for your like some report for your organization here, like in model table or in from your Excel raw data, you will have some important data like which will be only used inside your organization. Okay, if we import this from the web query, like if you are going to merge this with this, like the pop-up window will show here like a privacy levels based on the privacy levels. Okay, you can directly click that and you can directly click on OK. So for this URL, there is no need of clicking this privacy level because this is only about the city and the population. So if you're going on with some advanced data, like this pop-up window will show up like regarding the privacy levels. Okay, so this is just the information for that's like we don't want to go deep on that. Okay, okay, like we have created a new table for this. Okay, let me just rename this as 2023 population underscore web query. Okay, so yeah, I just have renamed this table name. So for having a better view, like when we are going to merge this in our location table, it may have some separate view, right? Okay, so for that. So we have renamed this. Okay, so now we have to import this population into the location table. Okay, here like we have population based on the 2021 census. So I have to remove this population and I have to import this population as here. Okay, like in our previous video, we have seen append queries. Like append queries, like let me have some small recap on this append queries. Like append queries is used to combine those two, like any two data based on the column reference. Okay. And then on that video itself, I have explained like what is merge queries, but we don't seen like we have never seen any example based on this merge queries. So let's create merge queries in this. So this merge queries is used to combine those tables. Like all these tools are nothing but used to combine tables. Okay. Append queries is used to combine tables by using this column name as a reference. But in merge queries, we have to select the row name as a reference. Okay. It is merging like like based on the rows, it will merge together. Append is nothing but it will merge based on the column. Like we have seen example for the append queries. Like if you have no idea about this append queries, you can watch like the previous video. I have explained this append queries with an example. Okay, so now we can create this merge queries. So I'm just select this drop down. As you can see here, we may have this merge queries and another option named merge queries as new. So I don't want to create a new query for this. I don't want to create a new table for this. I'm just going to edit in this location table because we are just going to edit the data on the population. Okay. So I'm just directly going for the merge queries. Okay. Yeah. So this pop-up window will open up. So I don't want to refresh. Okay. So this is nothing but that merge pop-up window. Okay. So we have selected this location table and we have gone for the merge queries. Okay. So the location table will be selected here. So we are going to merge this column like this table with another table, right? So we have to select the other table like yeah, 2020 population web query. So this is the table that we have imported, right? Okay. Okay. So now these two tables are selected, but we need to select the matching like a matching key points like um yeah, like how we are going to merge this population like yeah, with this population, how we can analyze both data. Okay, you can see which is the common data available. Like we may have only city here. Okay, like here also you may your like the city name as mentioned here. If you click on this name column and we have to select this name column, so these two are same. Okay, like yeah, I have explained this before itself. Like we may have some privacy levels for this. Okay, so like the data which we are creating from the excel, that may be a confidential data. Like if you are going to import the data from the web query, like it may like it may cause some privacy levels, right? So we have to just ignore all these privacy levels for that. So then save it. It's just the indication for that. Okay, that like that's not a big problem for us. Okay, so after selecting this name and this name, like these both are same. Okay, so based on this, like in the city name it has mentioned as Anaheim, and the population based on the Anaheim it will show as 350742. In this city name also we can able to find the Hanaim name, and for that the population will be there. Okay, so we have to select the common name which is basing on the both these data. Okay, and under this you can able to see the selection matches like 73 or 54. Like this column has over 73 rows. Okay, and here it has 74 rows, like 73 out of 74, like everything has been matched, but there is one missing data from the date table which we have imported by using the web query. Okay, like you if you have like more than 10 or 20 rows, so that may be a problem, so that you need to find some more another URL for that, and you have to import that. Okay, so for this I just like missing like only one data, so it's not a big problem for me. So you can directly click on okay. So this join kind is nothing but left outer, like it will be placed on the left outer. So we don't want to edit this because it will be the default from the Power BI. So okay, so let's go on with the default. Okay, default option here. So I'm just going to click on okay here. Okay, so on your when you see on this applied steps option, you can see the merged queries as a step that we have done here. Okay, okay, you can see on the location table itself, like the old population, yeah, the old population table will be there, but the new table, like which we have imported from the web query, has been merged with this location table. Okay, but here you can see it is only as a table because we have combined these two and like we have merged these two tables. Okay, like we have imported all these data which is available on the 2023 population. If we just like don't click on this table, like it's on this blank space, if you click on here, you can see like inside the table we are having the rank, city, and the population. Okay, so we have selected this row, right? So if we drag like this on the first row, we are having the name as Anahim. And here also the table which we have imported from the web query has the same name as Anahim. Like, okay, I think you guys have like understanding about this how we have merged these queries because we have selected the name on both the tables and we have merged using the name. Okay. On the population, you can see the difference like 350,742. But on the 2023 census, you can see here 344,461. Okay, we have to update this data in this population. Okay, so I don't want to view this as a table. I'm going to change this as like we don't want to know about this city name because it is already placed on another column named name here. Okay, so I don't want this city, I don't want this rank. I just want only the population here. Okay. So for this, like you can see the arrow mark here, it is nothing but expand. Like we are going to expand this table. So when we click on this, you can see a pop-up window will open up. We are going to expand this. You can see what are all the columns available on the table which we have created. Yes. Okay. So I'm just going to deselect all. Okay, so we just need the population column. I'm going to click this. Okay, and then the population column will be viewed here. Okay, so then if you need to like if you don't want to expand it, you need to aggregate that. You can also directly click on aggregate and you can select the columns which you need to aggregate it. Okay, so the next one you can see the below tick box here, like a check box. You can see here like use original column name as a prefix. Okay, if you select this population, okay, at the prefix like the original name like 2023 population web query and dot this population name. So I don't want this checkbox because I didn't just like you can also use this because like we have some separate table for the population, right? So it may confuse our data. So I'm just going to use this original column name as a prefix. If you don't want that, you can just unclick it, or else like there will be no problem. You can directly double click on this column and you can edit as you want. Okay. If I click OK here, you can see the only the population data which we have imported has been created here. Okay. Okay. So let's go for the view and let's check whether the column quality is good or not. Okay, you can see here like everything is 100 percentage. On our old population also the valid is 100 percentage, empty is 0. But on the new column you can see valid is 99 percentage and the empty as it contains like one empty box like we have seen while we are importing the table from the web query itself like we have only 73 data matches from the 74 like one data is missing on the web query. Okay, so now let's yeah, I'm going to like if you need to view this by a column distribution, you can also view that. You can also see the empty as a 1 percentage, or if you need to create any column profile for this, here also you can see like distant as 74 and empty as 1. Okay, so I don't want this. Okay, I'm just going to close this. Okay, and like I said before, like if it were data, like if your column doesn't have any empty spaces, you may have some this green bar. Okay, like I have indicated this on the first video itself, but I don't have any empty data for that, so that I can't be able to show you exactly how it looks like. So in this column, you can see the horizontal line here, but it is fully green. Okay, because it is nothing but it is the column quality is fulfilled because all these rows have been filled with some values. If you go for this table, like this column, you can see up to this it is green, but here you can see the gray color. Okay, it is nothing but it is showing like our data as one empty. Like if you go for the filters, and I'm going to deselect all, if you just click on null, you can see like this. Yeah, for this Burbank, you can see the population is not available for the data which we have imported from the web query. And let's see, you can see the population based on the 2021 census, the population data is available for this city. Okay, so we can also create this, like take this value and you can directly import here. Or else if you are going to have some other website for that or some other URL code for that, you can directly import another web query and you can merge these two tables based on that, and then you can fill this value. Okay, but I don't have any more URL for that. So that's the one way like how we can create, like how we can add some value for this empty box. Or else, like we have discussed before itself, yeah, this fill tool. If I click this row, if we go for the fill, if I click fill down option, you can see here the we have selected this row, right? So we have imported as a fill down option here. So this value has been filled down. Either it may have like 10 rows as null, the same value will be placed on all these rows. Okay. So this is not a best practice to create a data, because it may have some other value, like it may have some higher value. If you are going to copy the same value here, it may create some impact on your report. Okay. So I'm not going to use this. Okay, so I'm just going to delete this on the applied steps. Okay, so like the best practice is nothing but if you don't have any data for this, we can directly import this data, like this 2021 data, we can directly import that to the 2023. Like how we can import that. Okay, so for this only we can able to use this conditional column. Okay, yeah, so it will be on a session for teaching you guys like how to use this conditional column. Okay, so conditional column is known as we can create a new column based on our condition. Like what is the condition that we are going to provide, the data will be created based on that. Okay. So we can also rename this as yeah, new 2023 population. So after this, we can able to rename it so that I'm using new 2023 population as it has contains the same name 2023 population here. So I'm going to enter the name as new. If yeah, if 2023 population equals to null, like if the table has null value, then the output I'm going to select it. You may also enter a value here, or else I'm going to select the column here as the old population table. Okay. Okay, I think you guys able to understood this. If our new population data has a value of null, then I need the output value as the world population table. Or else, like we may have else clause here, or if our data has some values, I'm going to return the same as the 2023 population. Okay. So we have created our conditional column. So we can click just OK here. And you can see another conditional column is created on our applied steps also. And another new column has been added. Like you can see here, all the data are similar to this because like we have created a condition only for the null value. If there is a null, it will be taken the old population value as 104319. So it has taken that value 105319. Okay. Okay. So now we have created this, but after creating this, the old population, you can see here, this is this will be this type will be the whole number type. Okay, here you can see it will be ABC, or it may be a 123. Like Power BI, like it will not analyze the data. Like sometimes it will analyze, but for the sometimes it can't able to like change the type of the table which you have created by using the conditional column. Okay, you can directly click on here. So I'm going to change this as a whole number. Okay, after changing this, we may have another one change type, and then our data visible here. Okay, here you can see the green line here. It is nothing like we have no empty spaces on our data. You can see here it is 100% valid. Okay, so we have created our new population here. So we don't want this table which we have imported from the web query. So I'm going to delete this. Like I said, like you have to options for deleting this column, you can directly right click it and you can go for the remove, or else you can go for the home and you can directly click on remove column, so that column will be removed. Okay, and then I don't want this old population table. Okay, so this also I'm going to remove it. Okay, so now I'm going to rename this by double clicking it. Okay, just going to edit it as population and then enter key. Now our data has been created by using web query. Okay, so like this old population has been placed after this area code. Okay, so I have to move this, like either I can drag like this, and I'm going to place this after the area code, like in between these two. Okay, so this is how you can able to move this columns. Okay, so now we have created this, and like you can see here, this table, it has some enable load feature here. Okay, so I don't want to have some load for this data because we have extracted the population data from here to the location data. I don't want this data to view on my report. I'm just going to unclick this and the font has been changed. It doesn't have any kind of like enable feature on the report. Okay, we don't want to view this. So let's check for the one more time. Like, yeah, population, yeah, every column as a column quality, like good. We don't have any null value on any columns. Okay, so I'm going to click on this close and apply. Okay, it will take some time to refresh our data, like which we have created on our part. Okay, yeah, let's click on this apply changes. Yeah, okay. So under the location table, yeah, you can able to see the population table, or else like we can go for the table view. Let's go for the location. Let's go for the population. Okay, we have updated the data. So yeah, it's good. Okay, guys, like this is how you can use this web query option and you can import the data from the URL link which we have received. Okay, so that's all, guys. Like we will see on upcoming videos like how we can, like there will be some more, like I have to edit some more data, like some more tools for this. I'm going to use those tools and I'm going to edit those data because this is not a completed data. We need to add some more data for this table. Okay, so after completing those data, we can go for the report view and we can create some visualization based on this report. Okay, these data. So that's all, guys. So thanks for watching. So if you want more videos related Power BI or any particular tool, you can comment below. Okay, if you are new to our channel, don't forget to subscribe. Like we will upload videos based on Power BI and based on the CAD software Creo. Okay, so thanks for watching, guys. We will see in next video. Until then, bye.